Welcome back to the Fixed Ops Roundtable. I'm Sarah Vantine here with Ted Ings. We are at Uber World Headquarters here in New York City, and our special guest today is Rob Leary, Director of Sales from BG Products. Ted, we've got a lot of really great questions today.
We really do. And Rob, welcome back to the Fixed Ops Roundtable. Great to see you.
Thank you, Ted.
Rob, to kick things off, I understand BG recently did a service retention study. Can you share some of your findings?
Yeah, it was. We did this about 6 months ago, and we actually used one of the largest customers in the world. You might be able to think of who that might be, but at about, I think it was about 269 dealerships, we did a retention study, and it's kind of fundamentally what we knew that BG stood for and what it did for our dealerships and their end customers, and that was we got about a 29% greater lift when they used BG products in their car versus when they didn't. So what that looks like is 29%. If you just think about General Motors did a study that said if you can get a 5% increase in your customer retention, service retention, you get a 25% increase in operating profit. So we're getting a 29% increase, not 5, but 29%. So what does that look like? Well, we just talked about it. Brian was talking about it earlier, Ben Stock, and he said that literally 20% of the market literally is all that is retained after the warranty expires on a vehicle, right? So think about that. That means 80% are defecting. Well, in the BG world with this particular customer, and again, they're across all brands. So it's not just Mercedes, not just BMW, it's all brands, Asian, domestic, high ends, everything. And when we did that study, that's what it revealed was 29%. We used our Hyper BI, which is our new intelligence tool that is able to report on all this stuff. But the way we really got there was we have within our menu, our digital menu, we have a thing called lifetime protection plan that's integrated into our digital menu. And the way that works is it looks at all the major systems of a vehicle. So engine, fuel, driveline, brake, cooling system, power steering to the extent it is still there, transmission. So all of those things, each of them has a protection plan tied to it. And so when we added the protection plan into our digital menu, after the customer leaves, they leave knowing, they've got protection. That could be up to $32,000 on a vehicle. If you did everything from your driveline, transfer case,
Sure.
front diff, rear diff, et cetera. Anyway, long story short is all of those features allowed us to bring that customer back because now the customer leaves knowing when they need to come back based on their mileage, right? So we have a digital platform that does a follow-up with them as well. And as a result, through that 263 dealerships, we're seeing a 29% differential from a customer that does BG versus a customer that doesn't, right? And that's really what it's all about for our dealers, right? Yeah, CSI is important, but retention is number one.
And Rob, BG recently won both the Ford and the GM fuel business. Talk us about that and how that's working out.
Yeah, pretty exciting. So GM was last year. Ford, we got done earlier this year, back in September of 24. Both programs are going great. GM now, I think we have 67% of the market using our products in the GM world. The Ford world, about 53% of the market is now using our program, and we'll see those numbers increase. I think we'll get hopefully into the 80s with General Motors and even into the 70s and 80s with Ford Motor Company on the fuel products. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff.
Your market share at BG is absolutely off the charts. There's nobody who has market share like you do.
Yeah, and I think that really stems from the format in which we operate. So we have a distributor model. I work for corporate. Our distributor model, think about this. If you added up all the DMS companies, all of the third-party companies that are out there, and all the reps that they have in the field, no one comes even close to BG. We have 800 plus reps in the field actively training and supporting our dealers, and we just don't find that anymore. The OEMs don't do that anymore. Third parties usually do it via support centers. So we're actually physically in the dealership, training the techs, training the advisors, and training management.
And Rob, BG is now doing warranty analysis for dealers. Can you tell us how that's working?
Yeah, so new business for us, we've been at it for about 3 years. We've done over 1,000 dealers now. Last year, I think we did 324. Results have been nothing short of phenomenal. I think we're averaging right now about 155,000 annual lift in labor and about 128,000 annual lift in parts when we do the warranty analysis. So that's some huge money for our dealers. And we have about a 97% initial success rate, so which is critical for the dealers as well. You don't want to be having those things come back to you from the manufacturer. So huge business for us, and it's really helping us retain and also conquest business as well.
You really are the dealer's partner beyond products.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Great tagline, Ted. I should have used that.
But when you look at all that BG has, the business intelligence, the smart VMA, the menu system that you've got that's proprietary to BG, you really are light years ahead of everybody. Plus, you've got the distribution all here in the U.S. that you own lock, stock, and barrel. You bought the shipping company. For, what is it, 55 years now or almost for BG in business?
Yeah.
And just an amazing success story.
Yeah. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
So for folks who may not yet be on BG products, what's the best way for them to reach out?
They can reach out to our distributors locally. You can find that on BG Find a Shop, and you can find your distributor right there. So very simple. Or just contact me, 513-240-5689, or rleary@bgprod.com.
Very honored to have BG Products and Rob Leary with us, the leader in the industry. Sarah Van Tine are here with Rob at the World Trade Center in New York at Uber headquarters, and we will be right back.